The first fragrance that I tried is the one labeled 834 for Saturday. Describe how you feel when you're using this fragrance. I don't really like the fragrance that much. To me, it smells kind of sweet. It's a little bit too sweet. It doesn't have a very natural smell to it. Kind of perfumey. It doesn't really smell like an air freshener kind of spray. It smells more like something that you would use as a candle. If I were describing this fragrance to someone and trying to tell them what scents I pick up on, I really don't smell any cherry. There's nothing about that to me that says cherry. I would kind of describe it as more of a vanilla, kind of a sugary vanilla smell. I just don't pick up on the cherry. Almost, when I used it the second time, I almost felt like it was like a cotton candy kind of smell, actually. The fragrance really reminds me of like an office building. It smells like people that have like scented candles sitting on their desk or something. It doesn't smell like home. It doesn't smell like anything that I would necessarily use at home or in the bathroom. When I first sprayed it this morning, my initial thoughts that the fragrance was very light. I felt like I had to spray an awful lot of it to get the scent. I had to actually sniff for the scent because I didn't notice it at first. It didn't really seem like it was overpowering in any way. When I used it at lunch, this is when I kind of smelled more of the cotton candy smell to it. It just kind of smelled like a sickly, syrupy kind of smell. It was just a little too sweet. I think I disliked it more when I used it after lunch than when I used it this morning. Maybe it was just because I had just ate lunch and it was just too sweet smelling. Okay, now I'm going to spray it again. Kind of get the other idea. I do feel like I'm spraying quite a bit. I'm probably spraying it all over me, so. Still, I feel that it's just too sweet. I'm still not picking up on the cherries. I'm smelling more vanilla. I don't know if it has vanilla in it or not, but it does smell vanilla-ish or kind of sweetly syrupy. I think this is not something that I would buy for my home. If I did buy it for my home, I would buy it in like a candle form. I don't think I would buy it in a spray. It's something that I would not use in my bathroom or my kitchen area. If I were going to use it as a spray, I would use it in the bedroom or the living room, but I would be much more inclined to use it in the form of a candle. I would use it mostly in the spring or summer. I don't think it's really a fall or winter scent. I always kind of think of fall scents as being like spice, like pumpkin or cinnamon or something like that, or winter as being like pine or cranberry. So I don't think this is something I would use anytime other than like the spring and fall seasons. I think I've already touched on I would use it in the bedroom and living areas. It's not something I would use in the bathroom or the kitchen. It's just too perfumey and kind of fruity and sweet smelling for those areas of the house. I could improve upon the fragrance by making it smell a little less perfumey. I don't know what all the components are in it, but I think I would remove the vanilla or sugary smell. Also, maybe I kind of like right now I'm getting the impression or the sense it smells kind of like if you've had pancakes and you still have your dirty dishes lying there and it's got like a syrup, like a leftover syrup smell. It's not pleasant. It's just too sickly sweet to me. So I kind of digress, but I would remove kind of some of the sweetness from it and make it smell a little more like cherries. If it's supposed to be a cherry fragrance, I would want to pick up on the cherry. I don't notice anything to me that says cherry about it. What would you, how is it different from other home fragrances you've used in the past? It's different because it has a lighter scent to it. I think you have to spray a lot more to detect the scent. The fragrance doesn't last very long when you've used it. When I used it earlier today, I would leave and come out of the room, and when I come back, I really didn't notice it all that much. It only can be smelled in the room you used it in. Like I've used other fragrances and you can spray them in one room of the house and you'll smell it all over the whole entire house. So I like the fact that it doesn't overpower the entire house, but you can just kind of smell it in the room that you've used it in. What would you name this fragrance? Sugary vanilla. vanilla, sugar, something. I know I'm supposed to be putting something with cherry, but I'm not having too much of a cherry sense and to know if I should name it something. Vanilla Blossom. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would I rate it? I would rate it a 2. I didn't hate it, like it was so bad I can't stand the smell of it, but it's not something that I would rush out and buy, and it's just too sweet for my taste, so that's why I gave it a 2.